benefited from this system. He has so much to lose because he's a billionaire from this system. You understand? And then he's standing with the people. People love that kind of people. This guy, like this guy, Davido. His father is very rich. If he decides not to work, he's still a billionaire. But he decides to be with the people. People love those kind of people. Mr. Sowore, how much are you worth totally? You see where people, the angle of people. They can put Sowore in prison now for 5 years. He will not lose anything more than just his freedom. He has not built that kind of tentacles. Or be if you put him in prison for 6 months, a lot, he will lose a lot. So for that kind of person, people see those kind of people like this man has a lot to lose. Yet he's still speaking for the people. That is why a lot of people gravitate towards people who have benefited from the system, but yet criticize that system. People believe that they have seen through the system, and they realize the man who built this thing that they are doing in Sweden. This man, what is his name? This Nobel is the one that built the bomb. He's so rich, but after realizing that he has caused a lot of damage, he came back and donated all his money to the world.
His entire
you understand? His entire estate to the world.
Here and there.
Yes. Yes. So there's nobody that God cannot use. There's nobody that God cannot use. If God says it's Obi stand, it is Obi that people should follow. Like, just do your own. When God says it's your own time, wallahi, nobody will stop the crowd that will follow you. Well, I hope this message gets to Sowore.
Well, I mean, you won't be the first person to say that to him, but somebody who is, the way I've seen it, all right, is convinced that his ways is the best way. So, yeah, you are free to disagree with him, like a lot of people. But I mean, I just thought that if you are doing something, same thing again and again, and expecting a different result, it's just a sign of insanity, so to say, right? So honestly, if you want the people on the side, and you indeed really, really want to be, just in quote, if you really, really want to be a leader in this context, right, then you probably need the people. But if you think you don't need the people, or you need a certain people, then maybe it's pretty much like, self-deceit. But again, I don't think anything can make him change his way. His way seems to be the only way he believes.
Well, let him shoot himself. When me have said it. Yep. So that yes,
Prince,
Baba, thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Baba. Okay.
Thank you.
Stay safe, man. Yeah. Here is another caller anyway. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, my own general. This is Anthony from Austin, Texas. I haven't called you in a long time.
It's been a while. Anthony, how are you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm very well, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm very well, too. Thank you so much for asking.
First of all, before I even say anything, I would want to find out where exactly in Texas are you coming?
Houston.
Houston. Okay, that's not a million. That's not.
I heard that.
No.
The trip from Austin to Houston can take up to 8 hours drive. Or how many hours?
No. It's 3 hours.
Oh, is it 3? That's great. I'm going to be in Houston for 16 days.
Oh wow!
So there is a stretch. So
okay,
maybe we can even have our meet and greet probably on Sunday, the 23rd of February. Then we have another one again, another Sunday, which is going to be like 20. I'm sorry, hang on. No, another one. Then I'll be on my way to the UK. Anyway, my alarm first. We'll work something out.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know how the plan is panning out. For now, I have no clue where exactly you're going to be. But if we find a way to put it out there on the platform, then it will be easy.
I know a lot of people. Well, some people are trying to, people who kind of, people who love my ego. I'll put it that way, right? But some people feel like, number one, I shouldn't say where I'm going to be. And number two, I shouldn't. I'm like, I'm not Osama bin Laden. So if anything will
Ah,
happen,
come on. This is the United States.
I am not somebody who lives
nothing will happen.
I don't live my life in seclusion. Sure, you get.
No. You might not need to say where you're going to stay, but you have to at least let people know where the event is going to happen.
So if I'm going to be a social place, a social time,
yeah. Otherwise, somebody like me, how if I decide to drive from Austin to Houston, then where am I going to?
You get. So that is why. But anyway, I do appreciate people's concern. To be honest, I do. Right?
No, it's true. I agree.
But the moment I am in the US, right, wherever I'm going to be, and if it's just going to be where I want to make public, right? Of course, I'll make it public, right? Whatever I want to happen, let it happen. Yeah.
Nothing will even happen. I guarantee you that. Exactly. The only thing is that there are people, it's not even about you. Yep. It's about every event that is holding in the US. Yeah. The people that are going to be, directly in charge in connecting these things should talk to the security agencies, let them know what's going on. Exactly. Ask for them to just come and survey the place, and that's it. I know. Nobody. Come on.
Where we are expecting a lot of people, it's ideal to inform the security agents there. Say, we have
totally. If this was happening in Africa, if this was happening in any country in Africa, yes, I would be genuinely concerned. Okay. But nothing to worry about the US. Nothing. Zero.
I mean, if they won't kill me, say no, they kill me for US. Maybe when I come back to life, I will come back as a dog in America. Here you go. So at least, but you know something, I do believe that in my past life, I must have done something wrong for God to return me to Nigeria. It must be something. Something must actually be wrong. Here you go.
Then probably all of us should also find a way to look at our past.
So check it exactly. We all found ourselves. What did I do wrong, Baba God? Why you come pull me for this country?
And they tell you, no be small.
Anthony.
Anyway,
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Bless you. So quickly. You've talked so much, but I'm just going to touch quickly on also the Sowore part. I think that Sowore is a guy that loves Nigeria. He is a genuinely nice guy. I love him, and I know you, Mayegun, you love him. As a matter of fact, I started
the chance of sitting with Sowore. You can see his genuinity.
Genuinely, he's a lovely guy. In fact, Sowore was the person that made me to even know about your show in the first instance. So anyway, having said that, the guy talking to you now, I am from Kogi State. And even if Sowore is listening to this program or anybody, during 2019, I hosted the town hall organized for Sowore in my state capital. In Abuja. I donated a vehicle to the campaign. Part of my house was used like a campaign office. So I'm somebody deeply connected to him.
I remember that time too. Like we were all out for Sowore, no joke. You get that?
Correct.
Like I went to Nigeria even a few months before the election, and I met with him. He came to see me, and I was like there for my mom's burial. We're all like invested. Even though we knew that it was probably not going to get it, it was going to be rigged.
Yes.
But we actually, in diaspora, we stood by Sowore.
We did a lot. In fact, I flew from Tokyo to Nigeria when he had his first town hall in Abuja. That was where I met Sowore in person for the first time. Right. And after that, I came to New York, spent time with him. We even drove around from Manhattan to Brooklyn together. He's a brilliant guy, fantastic person. But just like every one of us, we have our faults. Sowore's fault is my way or the highway.
You get
that is it. When 2023 came along, I saw the direction of the wind that it was blowing. I went to Abuja. I went to his house and sat down with him and told him, look, the direction of this wind is going to sweep us off this contest, except we change our game. Because there's no way. There's just no way. Let's just as Peter Obi said if he becomes president, he will not even probe those past leaders. Because how are you sure that is even true? He might get to office and change his mind. If you look back, what foiled the Gideon Oka coup was that the coup had not succeeded and had started talking about what they would do. How they would divide Nigeria, how the North would deal with this. And then the people in the North heard what you were saying and followed the coup. So you can't talk about the plant you will cultivate until you gain a piece of land first.
Hmm.
So for me, Obi probably would have been politically smart to say, I'm not going to touch the past, I'm not going to do anything. But what if he comes into government and
Then he
appoints
has all the power. Yeah.
EFCC chairman and gives him the free hand to do anything he wants?
Hmm.
And will not say, don't prove the people at the past. Don't anybody who is corrupt. We find anything on anybody. If you find anything on me, come after me. That is how to do politics. I talked and talked, and all the minions around him, in fact, they hate me. They hated me. And these are the guys that used to secretly come to my house at night to look for money when we run in the hiccup during the campaign in Abuja. All of them don't like me now. But I told them that, look, me, I'm not around this campaign for anything. Even if
Like if
somebody
I
wins,
was him,
probably,
right,
yeah,
I would say it was supposed to somehow consolidate the gains of
yes,
2019. You get that?
yes,
Like,
and
because
grow
he
it
actually
and
had
expand it.
a lot of
A lot.
genuine people who invested so much in him, genuinely,
Yes,
right? Even a
including
lot of these
myself.
people, including myself, a lot of us, right, stood by him when this guy got money from Amechi to truncate and destroy
Yes,
AAC. Remember?
correct.
So we still stood by you. So you were supposed to consolidate that, which
Yes,
means you were supposed to actually make more progress by consolidating those gains, that
yes.
base. So how he
Yes.
lost the entire base before 2023 is something that should call for a sober reflection, in my own opinion. It's not about
Well,
Obi
you know
now.
what?
Yeah, Obi came,
This,
he was
yes,
able to kind of, sure, you get fine. But
yeah,
Sowore had the ground, not just in Nigeria, but in the diaspora. So what went
totally,
wrong? That would be
totally.
something
Again,
that me myself would take a stock of. I would take a stock and say, what
no,
went wrong? What really went wrong?
let me tell you what went wrong.
Right.
Because I was during the debate where they had the debate, all those kind of some of the fake debates that they were bringing a candidate and his running mate to interview them. But there's this particular debate that featured himself, Donald Duke,
Bafarawa.
Duro Toye. This other one now that is the a special advisor to Tinubu, who himself was criticizing Tinubu at that time.
I remember.
Um,
I can't remember his name right
uh,
away, but I'll read my
Tokwe Fasua.
something
Tokwe Fasua is his name.
admitting or something. No, I remember.
No, Tokwe Fasua is his name.
Oh, Fashua, God bless you. That's his name.
Yes. So all of them were on the debate stage. Prior to that debate, we were camped in a hotel where we were prepping him for the debate. We did that severally before the debate. And the point is that some of us, to be able to run a campaign, you have to have a team that coordinates and plans every step you make.
That's right.
But here is a man that whatever you tell him, if it is not what he has in his mind to do, he's not going to follow. So a lot of guys, Malcolms, even including this Dele Farao to me, was with Sowore at that time. You won't tell him to do something which is against what he believes is the right thing to do, and he will follow. So you can't be a one-man, you can't run a one-man show and win a campaign in a complicated society like Nigeria. Even in the US, you can't do it. So that was what happened. And then when the campaign's messaging became poor, if everybody just concluded that this guy is just out there insulting people, insulting Babagenda, insulting Buhari, insulting Obasanjo. Or, in Nigeria, traditionally people respected us, whether they are the criminals or not. People have that mindset of just
The moment
respecting
you
because
jump into the
as an elder.
game, there is a way you
So
actually
it
have to
means that
play
you
it.
have to play smart. You have to play it smart.
That's why I won't
Whatever
join
you
any
think
of
you
their,
want to
any of
do,
their contests because I can't hold
whatever
it.
you plan to do, you do it when you have that power. It's not when you are looking for it. They say if you want to kill an animal, you have to behave like an animal. So overall, I love him. I still will want to talk to him any day, but this is where we went wrong. And then Obi came with a message. Obi's message was not just saying what I would do. He will tell you what I would do and match it to what he had done. And he resonated. His message swept north, south, east, west. And then you'll be criticizing him. Do you mean that all the millions gravitating towards him are stupid? It's only you that knows that he's not the right man?
I mean,
And on a good count,
it doesn't sound well.
If we had electoral system that is like that of the US, Obi's vote in 2023, his vote alone will be more than Atiku and Tinubu combined.
That's right.
That is the fact. Anyway, let me leave you so that some other
you've done well, Anthony. Thank you so much
very much,
again
my brother.
for chipping in. All right, it's
absolutely,
a
absolutely.
Stopping by.
Look forward to seeing you in Texas. Look forward to seeing you in Texas.
I know. I'll see you in Texas. Man, it's next week, Anthony. It's not far again. And you know what? You and I could probably, like many others, right, see for the first time, and then
absolutely
click right on spot. You know.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Baba.
Stay safe, man. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good one. Bye. All right. Indeed. See, Mayegun's Diary Politico is a platform where, we have divergent views about a lot of things. And because the platform itself is about politics. So don't ever miss on that. Mayegun's Diary, the Politico means politics. The diary means where we keep the political happenings. And it is not a one-man show, even though I'm the only one kind of like presenting. The part where it gets more interesting is when others can even like publicly right here disagree with me. Now I disagree with you on that particular. I say, okay, yeah, I'm all ears. Tell me your disagreements. And people can see things from different perspectives, right? That is what makes it more interesting. So if you have a chance of being part of this platform and you, for any reason, right, disagrees with anybody, the right thing to do would be what? Call in. Share your own views. And yeah, you probably, within the audience, you will see people who disagree with you as well, while you will see some who agree with you. So it is that kind of like interesting. So I can understand why some people are not happy whenever Mayegun didn't take calls. Okay, but let's talk to Paul. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun General. Mayegun General.
Yes, sir.
I greet you, my brother. Good evening. How are you? How's the family?
We thank God, oh, we are surviving. Oh. Thank you for asking, Baba. How are you?
Thank God. I'm fine. Thank God. Yes. Everything is okay. And I want to thank you first, for your time, your dedication, your commitment, in the betterment of our country. Because to be honest, we don't have any other place again.
Not yet,
except from that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So because Nigeria is has been like run down, all of us trapped within it. We are not finding it easy. So you're right, Baba.
Exactly. So thank you very much. So first of all, I would like to discuss about this Fulani terrorist rampage.
Right.
When I saw the news, I was really, really angered. I was mad, that every time it keeps happening in Igbo land, in Yoruba land, out of their own, territory. And when people try to intervene, you see the military, police, they will come and rescue these people, and at the end of the day, it will still be the same story. They are backing them up. So for me, I believe every successive government that has come and go, including Tinubu, Kolu at the moment, he doesn't have a power over these Fulani people. Him is even being careful. Because if you look at some key positions in his cabinet, he has given it to the Fulani terrorists. Look at Ministry of Defense.
Yeah.
Someone who's, if you know that you matter, yes. If you know that even that guy, the US know that guy is the sponsor of all these terrorists in Zamfara. US intelligence, everything. I remember when they come during Boko Haram regime. Then when they came, Russia came, China came. They said they came and nobody could give them intel about how they are going to fight, informations where these terrorists are. Everybody was just pushing back. And during that time, it was these guys that were in power as a governor in that state. So at the end of the day, it was still the same story. You understand? So it's a very sad one. And look at every place in Yoruba land, Igbo land. All these Fulani have surrounded them. Honestly. I saw a viral video. I don't know, maybe you've seen it, where it happened in the east. I think it happened in Delta too. They said in the forest now, all those Fulani are taking over. fully. They are there permanently. And in Yoruba land too, Badagry, Agbara, all those
All
places.
those areas,
Because
exactly.
I have,
Like they are
yeah,
so
I have
visible. They are
property there.
not
I have
even
people
just in the
there.
forest. They are so
I,
visible
I'm telling
that they
you,
have to make
people
one
are,
of them a Seriki.
yes, now in Badagry, you saw it the other day, you brought it now.
Uh-huh.
So this is a very alarming period. Their major goal is to destabilize Yoruba land, Igbo land with that Sharia. So when you Yoruba start fighting each other, they will Islamicize and make some Yoruba Muslim a jihadist and extremist, so that you keep fighting yourself. You don't have time for them, and they will now come. And there's a Yoruba proverb that says, if two people of the same father, the same mother are fighting, after they kill themselves, it is the stranger that will come and
And
inherit
now,
all their
when two
properties.
brothers fight themselves to death,
Yeah,
strangers will
yeah,
inherit the land.
that is it. So that is what is they are trying to set up in Yoruba land now. Thank God in Igbo land, how many Muslims do you have? So the problem now is facing Yoruba. Igbo people, they can still talk to themselves, they listen to themselves. Even the governors, those in politics in Igbo land, they know the truth. But because they are looking for power and they want to be politically correct, that's why they are betraying